Our next guest lost her mother to ovarian cancer in 2009. That loss inspired Runsi Sen to establish a foundation honoring her mother's memory. Ovarcome operates by a simple philosophy of support, love, and the celebration of life, and has just reached its 5th anniversary. Runsi, thank you so much for coming on again.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations on the 5th year anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Tell me, what are some things that Ovarcome is doing now as part of this milestone event?
That's a great question. So Ovarcome, the mission that we have at our organization is to raise awareness on ovarian cancer among women worldwide. We also fund research in search of a cure for this deadly disease. And we also provide financial assistance to underserved ovarian cancer patients. So as far as our 5th year, we have, I feel like we have made great strides in the past 5 years that we have been in operation. For example, the flagship program that we have, Overcare, that we launched in 2014, we started with MD Anderson as our own, only partner, but in the past 3 years or so, we have expanded to now about 19 hospitals in 6 states. So
that's great.
Yes, and so there is a need for this kind of support because it's a holistic package that we offer to these patients.
Now, do you call it Overcare?
Yes, we call it Overcare.
Overcare as a care package for women with ovarian cancer.
That's
right?
exactly right.
What does it include?
And it has a financial grant, it has a gas card, it has a grocery card, and these
Very practical.
Yes, and these 2 things are optional, but there are several patients that want it. We also have like a spa package that we offer, and one of our advisory board members, she runs an integrative medicine practice, so she also donates an hour of her time to sit with these patients and do a health restoration consultation. So
because so many of these women are also caretakers themselves. They have children and families,
exactly,
and they're sick, and they just sort of probably do the minimal, whatever they can do for their own case, right? And without really pampering or taking care of themselves.
Yes, and what we have seen, Mary, over the years since we launched this program is these patients are, as it is, they're struggling with something as dreadful as cancer,
right,
but on top of that, they have financial challenges. And so we have had patients that tell us that we couldn't keep doctor's appointments because we had no gas in the car.
Wow.
Or we have patients who would say that, I had to choose between buying medicines or stocking the fridge for my children.
And of course, they're going to go with the food for the kids.
So exactly. So it's an everyday struggle for these patients on top of having the cancer. So what we try to do as an organization is to provide this package. It's a lifestyle package. As you said, it's a care package for these patients.
Did you say lifetime package?
I'm sorry?
It's a one-time package.
It's a one-time package, even though we would love to support these patients over the course of their journey, but our goal also is to help as many patients as we possibly can. Okay. So as of right now, we do offer just a one-time package to these patients, but what we have seen is these patients stay with us, stay connected with Ovarcome, and they come to our awareness seminars, they'll come to our luncheons, they stay connected in terms of, keeping their education and their awareness on this disease.
That's great.
And supporting and championing Ovarcome.
Let's take a look at some pictures you brought with you.
Sure.
Look at your activities. These are some patients now?
Yes, these are our Overcare beneficiaries.
They look very happy to get this.
This is the Sprint for Life that that MD Anderson hosts every year, and Ovarcome has been a big supporter of this program. And this year we're sponsoring 100 survivors for this race.
Another patient you helped?
Yes.
And then also you do research too, right?
We do research funding, and these are our international outreach efforts that we host in Africa, and these are pictures from our Africa grassroots campaigns.
What countries there?
It's Uganda, and then Kenya, and parts of Burkina Faso.
So it's truly international.
Yes.
Do you also help in India too?
Yes, we do. And we also work with their local organizations in India to raise awareness on ovarian cancer.
And this is a fundraiser?
This is our awareness. No, this is our awareness educational outreach seminar that we host every year. This is our research funding.
Runsi, how far away are we from a cure for ovarian cancer? Or
I wish
some
I could
headway?
answer that question for you,
Yeah.
but I know that there has been in the last 5 years, we have made remarkable progress in the treatment side of ovarian cancer. Lots of new drugs.
There's
have
still
come
no
about.
screening test, though,
But
right?
yes, there is still no screening test, and there is no early detection mechanism in place, and so a lot of work still needs to be done in the research area, and that's why we love to fund our young investigators that are involved in breakthrough research.
And
for
Ovarcome
ovarian
actually gives
cancer.
substantial grants. I mean, we're not talking a couple $100.
Yes.
You actually really, what are
Yes,
some of your
between
average-
$25,000 and $40,000 every year is
But that's
our.
one grant, so someone could do some substantial research with that. Right?
Yes, we have done both things. We have actually done like funding for one particular individual. We have also spread the funding over 2 or 3 young investigators who are just about getting entrenched in the research. So what that helps with, we have seen, is these young investigators and researchers are so enthusiastic about finding finding a cure for ovarian cancer. It just energizes them, and so we feel like it's a very worthwhile investment on our end.
It's a motivator
So this
too,
year
right?
in 2017, we actually sponsored 3 young investigator research grants.
And where do you find them? Do you just go through like MD Anderson or different?
No, we work with an organization called Foundation for Women's Cancer. They're based out of Chicago.
Very
and so
nice.
we work with them in identifying these investigators. And this year, our prize winners, they are from Memorial Sloan Kettering, and they are also from UVA.
Now, will they be honored at
UAV,
the?
sorry.
That's okay. Will they be honored at the upcoming
Yes,
gala?
they're going to be at the
Yes.
gala, and so this would give us an opportunity to mingle with them, and also for the audience to see who our research
And
recipients
that's May
are.
13th?
May 13th is our gala, and we also have Shannon Miller, who is our guest keynote speaker and guest of honor.
Is everyone invited to come and attend and help support this event?
Absolutely. I mean, we would love the support of the community to come out to the gala and support and have a fabulous time. And
you have your silent auction.
We
is
have
that right?
silent auction. We have all the fun and fabulousness of a gala that you can expect.
And it's all on
So-
your website, Overcome.
Yes, the tickets are already on our website.
OVARCOM.org.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the symptoms of cancer, because women really need to be aware of what are the symptoms of this sort of silent disease, right? Until it's too late. Tell me about that.
That's again a very difficult thing for women, because the symptoms of ovarian cancer tend to be very vague and non-specific. Like you might have bloating, indigestion, just some pelvic pain, but we as women experience that regularly or irregularly over time. So I mean, we tend to ignore those
Right.
symptoms, but the things to watch out for is if the symptom persists over the period of 2 to 3 weeks and it doesn't go away. I mean, it's time for you to talk to your.
So if you feel bloated for 3 weeks, it's not just you overate something. It's probably, it could be something else. Go to your doctor.
Exactly, and especially if it comes with some discomfort, pelvic pain, and you're just not feeling right. I mean, we have our survivors constantly talk to our audience about, just listen to your body. If it says something is wrong, get it checked, double checked, triple checked, because oftentimes with ovarian cancer, it happens that when you go to your frontline physician, they will not be able to detect it, and they will just say that it's because of some GI symptoms. That's but if you know your body well, persist on getting a scan or a test or something done.
Okay, so let's say you have these symptoms and you're not feeling great, but there's no test for ovarian cancer, right? Or can they do something?
You're right. And so when you go for a well-woman exam every year, you get tested for cervical, you
Right.
get tested for
Right.
breast cancer, but you do not get tested for ovarian because there is no screening. However, if you do go to your physician after 2-3 weeks of persistent bloating and indigestion and pelvic discomfort, and if they find that you have ovarian cancer, chances are that you are detected early. And like you mentioned, majority of the cases, the cancer is detected at stage 3 or beyond, just because the symptoms are
So,
vague. But
right.
if it is caught early, the 5-year survival rate is actually greater than 95%.
That's encouraging.
So even if you have ovarian cancer, if it is detected early and you go to your doctor and it gets diagnosed before like stage 2,
Right.
then your chances of survival is
But how do they
so much
detect it if
greater.
there's no test? There's no screening test, but they can also, if you have all these symptoms, they can give you like a CA 125 or something to figure out this is high.
Yeah,
you
so
might have it.
So in this case, you already have the ovarian cancer,
Okay.
right? But it's
So
in
you
early
say, I
stages.
think I might have something, check it.
So so it's in early stages. So that gives you a fighting chance, you know, and a chance for 95% or higher chances of survival, which compared to the other cases where majority of women present with an advanced disease, I mean, the 5-year survival rate is very, very dismal.
Okay.
So
the message to all women out there is listen to your body, know the symptoms. If
Yes.
something persists for 3 weeks, go check it.
Exactly.
It's not a death sentence. It's actually good news because if you detect it early, 95% survival rate.
That's exactly right.
Great. Runsi Sen, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up next, we'll meet a yoga master teacher who specializes in recuperative yoga, yoga that helps heal those with illnesses and injuries. Stay with us.